Hi, everyone. I'm Christopher Thornycroft with Redwood Logistics, and welcome to the Redwood Rundown for the week of March 13th, 2023. We are just about into the March Madness, but the freight market, a little bit more like March Sadness right now. Well, we've got the OTVI, which has come down from that 10,500 number, is now hovering around 10,300. That's not so bad, not that big of a deal. On top of that, we have the IOTI. That's that inbound ocean TEU index. That number has now come on down to 108. So we didn't go up and keep going. We went up a bit and have started to flatten out, come on down, etc. Now we also have the O-Rail. That's the outbound rail index. That number is at 30,947. That's the lowest that Sonar's ever recorded that. That means there's the least amount of freight moving via the rail that we have seen. Rail is a great indicator for how much stuff is just moving around in the country. So when we see that number fall way down, that's a big indicator for us that there is less stuff that is moving around. Now, we can all generally feel that, right? Everyone in the freight market knows that. But that indicator falling as low as it has, not feeling real good. Next up, we have the DAT load to truck ratio. Boom, 2.02 to 1. That is not a lot of demand, and that is still a very oversupplied market. Now, we talked about how we think that the market is starting to shed capacity because that DAT flex point moving up by 0.5 at the end of February, that's just way too much, and that had to indicate that capacity was coming out of the market. If you take a look at the Bureau of Labor Statistics data that just came on out, we saw 8,500 trucking jobs subtracted out in February. Now, that's not the long distance truckload employment numbers that we look at to get a little bit more granular. We know that capacity is starting to be sucked on out, and what that is at this point, when it's in the Bureau of Labor Statistics, that is the larger carriers that are subtracting that capacity. The smaller carriers, your owner operators, they don't even show up in those numbers. Yes, capacity is starting to exit. What that is those are those larger carriers that are saying, hey, wait a second, this is too much capacity. We don't have enough contract freight to keep these guys moving. We have to start to shed this in order to keep our profitability. So the bottoming out of the freight cycle has absolutely begun. Well, that's all we have for this week. We hope that everyone does have some fun during the March Madness. Happy 40th to my brother Nick. I can't believe that. It makes me feel like maybe time might be passing for me too. Who knows? Probably not. All right, that's all we've got. Thank you, everyone. Take care.